This is the premium Blade Brothers Knives Infantry model. Currently, this is the only one in the world. First and only so far. N690 steel at 59 to 60 Rockwell. It's also the first one to come with the molded plastic sheath. So I feel honored to have the first one. Now it was pretty pointy, but I wanted it pointier, so I sharpened 3/16 of an inch of the back swedge here. And we're going to see how that helps with the penetration test over here. This has 2 cardboard boxes with 4.6 inches of high density foam rubber in it, really high density, and 24 layers of cloth. I honestly don't know how this is going to do. So give it a... Okay, that works pretty freaking easy, really. Let's try with a normal. Okay, so I guess it actually stabs pretty with both hands easily. Yeah, it stabs and flashes, so you don't want to get stabbed with it. Guess it works. And fire, because we need to cook meat later and it keeps the bugs away. The fire's going, but you can always use some more firewood. We're going to chop this thing. Okay, I'm going to take it over here to this stump. Now people are always saying, oh, you can't baton unless you got a saw. So we're going to see if that's true. I think this thing should probably baton it. I mean, it's busting it apart, but it's certainly working just fine. You don't need to have a saw to baton things. If you got a knife, you could chop something, chop another thing, and then baton. I mean, if I wanted to have a better baton, I'd go over here to this tree, trip over the wood, and there's a stronger baton. You need a saw. It's not rocket science. It's chopping and hitting a knife with a stick. That's it. Don't make more of it than that. This one's a much bigger dead tree. I already shook it and knocked the top part off. We'll see how it does chopping this thing. Chop's not bad. I mean, hand doesn't really feel fatigued. Definitely no edge rolling, chipping, denting, glinting. It is holding up really well and certainly works for all your chopping needs. Fire's getting to the point where we'll be able to cook the steaks soon. Been chopping a bunch of other things with this knife and chopping some of it without gloves to test out the G10 handle, this olive G10 scales. It has a rough texture which works really nicely with gloves, but I did find that for normal regular chopping I was able to chop down a couple of dead trees holding it here with no gloves, and it's just fine. So yeah, it's a very versatile knife. steaks are cooking. Should be good. Hot, hot, hot. So the steaks are done. They're more done than some of you would like, but they're my steaks, so it doesn't really matter. Now time for a mouth-burning bite of steak. Tastes good. It's hot, kind of burning my mouth, but it's worth it. Buy the knife. Your life will be more exciting. So in the woods there, I said you should buy this knife. But you might be wondering how you're supposed to do that when this is the only one currently in the world. Well, the normal one is this, the regular Blade Brothers Knives Infantry. The same model that Dutch bushcraft knives had tested and found to be quite durable. They had mentioned they would like to see it in N690, so I contacted Blade Brothers, talked to them about it, and got this, which is currently the only one in the world. Talking to Alexander, I asked if this would be an option going forward, and he said if people express interest, then yeah, why not? So the thing is, you can just call them up and ask them about it. Should be able to get it. This one has the olive green G10 or olive drab, whatever, G10. You can get with rich light, which is basically a micarta type of material. You could also get this and ask for it in a stonewash version. They don't currently have it listed for stonewash, but you could call and get it stonewash. This engraving of Till Valhall, well, I had that put on. As you can see, I like that. Now, one of the things that Dutch bushcraft knives didn't like so much about the regular one is this sheath, the kind of a floppy nylon sheath. The premium one came with this nice molded ABS plastic sheath. It also came with their standard metal clip, which was on here. Now the thing is, as it says on the website, originally Alexander in 2014 designed the infantry as well as another large knife, the Revenge, which comes out at just about 12 inches in overall length. They found it longer than that, and you're kind of doing like more fencing type techniques. Shorter than that, it's a little too hand to hand, and they didn't want to do that. But they found that putting this on a plate carrier, it's a little bit much. And yes, I put this on a plate carrier, and it's a little bit much. I'm 6 foot tall, 6 foot 2 inches tall actually, and I could just barely get it drawn out pulling it, and it gets in the way of moving your arms a little bit depending on what motions. I have one friend who's rather huge and wide-chested. He could probably wear it just fine. Over time, that's why he developed this, the Stormtrooper, based on a World War I German trench dagger. You can see it's just enough shorter that when you put this thing of overall length of just under, well, 10 3/4 compared to 12 1/4, it makes a definite difference. You can put this comes standard with a floppy sheath, but it has the the plastic sheath as an option, which once again comes with the metal clip, and it does fit on there just fine. Especially if you do a comparison of the overall length of these in their sheaths. This one comes out at, yeah, just below 13, like 12 3/4. This thing comes out at 11 1/2. Makes a difference. Now this one, you can mount this, well, I had it set with shoulder strap for baldric style carry because I'm not running around with a plate carrier, I'm not in a war. But you can mount it various ways on a plate carrier for like a vertical draw. The Prather war buoy tends to be mounted that way on plate carriers when people get the Kydex sheath for them. So it can be done that way. Or you can, of course, put a tech lock here. The spacing of these holes is perfect for a tech lock, and just stick it on a belt. There's various ways. But yeah, when I asked originally about a plastic sheath for this, when I got it, they had said, well, no, they didn't offer a plastic sheath because it would have to be carried vertical anyways. So they just went with this, and I did buy an additional nylon sheath because I do like this one and plan to keep taking it out in the woods. But this is just a whole nother level of awesome. I mean, this is the knife that the Dutch Bushcraft Knives wishes they had, and well, I'm the one that has it. So, but you guys can get it too. Just send them an email. It's not listed on the site for sale, but give them an email, talk to them, and should be able to work it out. It's a little bit of extra communication involved, but absolutely worth it. This is an amazing knife.